I got one.
And we're live here from the Lions Den. MTA versus Kushner, second night in a row for this MTA Lions team. Yesterday they had a dominant win against Mag and David, 11-0, with Chaim Simon leading the way with 4 goals. Hat-trick plus. Tonight they're in a crucial Yeshiva League hockey game against the Kushner Cobras. Sorry for the late stream. Right now there is 6:16 left in the period. Kushner had an early goal. Orbach on the breakaway with a pass. 1-0 Kushner. But this MTA hockey team doesn't give up the fight. Shua Kopstik running to the corner. As we are expecting a really tough, aggressive game. Isha Gams with a shot at the front, missed. Still has the ball in the corner. Shot on goal, Cleveland with the save. Cleveland has been very stable for the MTA Lions this year. Karat trying to get the ball out. Kushner being very, very aggressive. Try to get middle. Berg with the save, clears it. And Kopsik's running down. Kushner with the shot, takes it out. Gonna have a face-off in the Kushner zone. Besides for really that first goal, it's been really, really a tight game. Both teams trying to get shots. Chaim Simon with the face-off against Orbach. Chaim Simon gets the win. Sheffy gets the ball, gives it into the corner. A lot of MTA on offense. Their goal, as Chaim Simon takes a shot, is try to get into the corner, beat out the other team to the corner. As Chaim Simon fighting for the ball. Kantorowicz tries to clear. Orbach got it with the shot, blocked by Clavin. Cleveland with another block, and MTA clears it. Kushner tries to get in middle, nothing there. Orbach has the ball, working behind the net. MTA trying to double. Orbach still has the ball, passes it out. Back to Orbach with the shot, saved by Clavin. MTA's defense is really making Cleveland work tonight, early on. Orbach with the ball, goes past two people, ball right in front of the net. Cleveland jumps on it. Kushner coming out ferocious, getting a lot of shots on net. Question's gonna be how much can Cleveland take before he lets another one in. MTA's defense really needs to step up if they want to get this going. Leisure Games. Berg gets the ball behind neck. Kushner gets the ball, saves it, tries to get in the middle, nothing there. Leisure Games right in front of the net. Nothing there. Shua gets in middle. MTA keeping it right now in the Kushner zone. As Moshe Kra has the ball. Shua gets it in the corner. Shua's fighting with the shot. Nice save by the Kushner goalie. All new lines coming in for MTA. Titleman, Galler, Sheffy, and Kantorowicz. Kantorowicz had two nice goals from the top yesterday. I believe one was on a power play. Titleman can get this back to Kantorowicz. He can get a nice shot.
I gotta make an apology for the late stream.
MTA keeping himself in the zone. Titleman always comes in, plays with a furry, plays hard. As Kushner clears it. Sheffy's fighting for it. As Kantorowicz gets it. Titleman with the shot on net. Sorry, that was Galler. As MTA keeps it in. MTA with the clear. And I almost got hit. 1:41 left in the period. Last game we did not have the time. In this game we do. Thank you, Jacob Hanyon. Corral with the ball at the top. Mushakra is an interesting player. Plays officially defense with Orbach with the shot. Cleveland saves it. While playing officially defense, Corral always goes up all the way into the offensive zone. Really plays, in essence, both offense and defense. As there's a shot on net by MTA. Saved by the Kushner goalie. Cleared by Kushner. Bergman push, try to clear it. Offsides by Kushner, I believe. Kantorits and Gams comes in for Berg and Avram. There is a penalty on Kushner. I believe it is a 2-minute penalty. MTA scored on a few of their penalty plays yesterday. Yesterday they had a really nice play getting to Chaim Simon on the other side for an open shot. MTA needs to take advantage right now of this penalty as they are down 1-0 with 55 seconds left. Isaac Kantorits with the shot on net. Misses. Trying to keep it in the zone, but Kushner's able to clear. As MTA tries to set it up. Kantorits not able to clear it. As Gams runs it, gives it to Simon. Simon on with the shot, but saved. .32 seconds left in the period. As the ball's stuck in the corner, this is not what you want to do on a power play. Kushner with the shot on that. As Kraz on going, he's moving. As Kushner saves the play. 19 seconds left in the period. MTA really wants to take advantage of this power play while they still have it. Yesterday, Simon was getting it back to Kantorits, passing it to the other side. Gams is hopefully wide open for a shot. As Gams tries to get it on net, but gets into the corner. As Kushner's just holding it. As Kushner hits it off. The ceiling in it will be a face-off in the MTA zone. 8 seconds left. And still a power play for MTA. Throughout to Simon. Simon with the shot, saved by the Kushner goalie, and that is the end of the first period. Kushner up 1-0. 1-0. See, Jacob, this is usually when, if I had a partner, I would go to them and say, hey, if you were the MTA coaches, what would you tell your team? And this is where, if I have to be by myself, I might have to answer myself. But Jacob, maybe you're here. Maybe you can add us something. If you're MTA right now, what would you tell your team going down 1-0 into this crucial game in the Yeshiva League?
I think that we gotta keep our momentum flowing, and we gotta be more aggressive, and we just gotta keep getting shots on target. We have a lot of shots on target, but we just gotta keep pushing after and keep shooting on target, and just keep being aggressive, and keep hustling and hustle harder. Can never hustle enough, and yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, no. So I was talking to a lot of the guys today, and a lot of the guys were telling me the message that when it comes to varsity hockey, obviously skill matters a little bit, but really what wins games in varsity hockey is, do you play harder than the other team?
Very true.
And maybe one of the issues potentially with MTA where we have guys that are so nice, right? Especially a hockey team, a lot of olive share guys, right? Benjamin Scheinfeld, you're in share with a lot of these guys, right? They're just too nice.
They're too nice, yeah.
And sometimes playing with a little grit, a little anger, sometimes helps you win these games. So coming into the second period, we're looking for MTA to kind of play, not that they aren't playing hard, but to play more aggressive, to play more intense, really to out-hustle this team. That's what they did yesterday, getting it into the corners and beating Mag and David to the corners. They're trying to do that same thing today. They for sure are getting to the corners, but that little extra push sometimes really, really can make a difference.
Very true. Always can never be too aggressive. I think sometimes you just got to be super aggressive. I used to play hockey, in fact.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
In middle school.
What school?
RPRY.
Shout out RPRY.
Shout out Coach Ami Avram, who cannot make it tonight because he's at a wedding. But
Mr. Thank You Hashem.
yeah, Mr. Thank You Hashem. Yeah, and that was my thing. You know, I got a lot of penalties because I was too aggressive. But aggressiveness is good. Obviously, don't hurt anyone, but you still gotta fight with that aggressiveness.
No, for sure. And sometimes, as a coach, you're sometimes even willing to maybe take a penalty here or there because you'd rather the aggressiveness and the intensity of your guys really fighting for that ball than kind of them just relaxing and chilling and letting the game come to them.
Exactly. You got to control the game. You got to show them who's boss, and you have to control the speed of the game, and that's ultimately what's going to help you win.
As we're coming into this crucial Yeshiva League game, as we said, pulling up the standings. Both teams in the same division in the Western Conference. TABC, top of the conference, 4-0, 8 points, 4 wins, 0 losses. SAR, 3 wins, 0 losses, 6 points. Frisch, which beat this MTA team, 3 wins, 1 loss, 6 points. MTA, 3 wins, 1 loss, 6 points. Kushner, 2 wins, 1 loss, 4 points. So really you have a bunch of teams at the top that really are so close to each other. And a game like this, really it either makes Kushner tied with MTA or really can push MTA on top of some of these teams. So it's really a crucial matchup for this MTA team, and especially as we're going to think, even though it's really the start of the season, as we get way, 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 way deep into the season, this game could be crucial for playoff implications.
It's very true. I also think it's very crucial because especially coming off a big win like yesterday, and you want to keep that momentum going, and you want to build up your confidence going up against the bigger teams. And that's really going to set the tone. And you want to win every game you can, obviously, but having 2 games in a row where we win them, it really would set the tone, and it would be amazing for this team.
Jacob, I'm from out of town, so I played hockey. The only times I played roller hockey was going to camp. But I never played on a team like you in middle school. So how hard is it to play back-to-back night games, right? Them playing yesterday and now having to come again and play tonight.
It's very hard. It's very hard. You know, that's one of the reasons why we try to defer players from playing 2 sports at once, because we want them to be focused on one sport to help us bring as much as they can to one team and help that team specifically. But I think back-to-back nights, it's very difficult, especially with the running, and you just get tired. You want some time to rest, obviously, but it could also build up steam and build up momentum in the playoffs and in the future.
For sure, and we haven't even spoken about the fact that MTA is missing one of their captains, Shua Ratzker.
It's true.
One of their star offensemen.
He's in Israel, Holy Land.
He's in Israel, in the Holy Land. Probably a better place than right now being in the Lions Den playing against Kushner, but still, he's for sure being missed right now. Last week, Chaim Simon and Shua Ratzker were having a tough start to the season, not able to really get going in the first few games, which was fine. The other team was really picking them up. And then last week against Flatbush, Chaim scored 2 goals, Shua scored 1. Really started to get their offensive going. Right, part of the benefit of maybe a Mag and David, which we know that usually MTA usually plays well against Mag, even though Mag plays physical. MTA always plays hard, beating them 11-0. Right, got some more of the guys into the offense, goals, get the juices flowing, good vibes, and now coming back to the second night, right, missing Shua and having to really come out into the second period down 1-0. It's really gonna be an important second period for MTA to really start off hot and really try to make a difference early.
Yeah, and I also think that the younger guys, I know a lot of them scored. We had Titleman, we had Avram, Sabo, they all scored last night. Simcha Yaakov, Kramer, right, he scored last night. They still gotta step it up. They gotta fight as hard as them, and when they come to the game, they gotta know they're just they're just as important, and they got to play the same level of intensity as, our seniors would.
Yeah, so I think one of my favorite things I love to watch is when you see Benjamin Teitelman get into the game, he runs with a purpose. I think a lot of the guys, everyone plays hard, but if you see Benjamin Teitelman, if you're watching this stream, watch Benjamin Teitelman. I believe he's number 52. When he gets into the game, he dashes to the ball. He runs with a purpose. He runs straight to the ball. 100%. It's a thing to watch as the starting lines of Kra, Kantowitz, Gams, and Chaim Simon starting off the second period. Alicia Gams moved up to the first line as Shua Ratzker, as we mentioned, is in Israel. So he's not with his normal line mate of Israel Avram, of Shua Kopstik. Actually, if we actually were watching, in the first period, Israel Avram was with Chaim Simon on the first line, and they told me, MTA coaches told me that before the game, that if they saw that they needed some size that Shua was providing them on the first line, and they were going to lack in this game, they were going to switch Israel potentially to the second line and move Alicia up to the first line. That's what we see now. Alicia on the first line with Chaim Simon, providing some size. Very much needed against Orbach, who for sure gives some height on some of this MTA teams. That's Chaim Simon with the shot. Crowd right in front of the net as Alicia Gams is streaming. Stay with it, guys. Behind the net, Moshe Kra to Alicia Gams. He misses it as the ball is cleared. Kantowitz gets it to Alicia. Alicia across the timeline, tries to put the ball in net as the penalty play is over, and Kushner is back to full strength. Get it to Chaim Simon. MTA clears it. Alicia running for it. Alicia gets it. Oh, he didn't know where the ball was. As Chaim is fighting for it. Chaim is staying with it. Chaim and Alicia both there. As Kral tries to clear, Obrach stops it. Kushner tries to keep it in. Chaim Simon on the breakaway with the shot, and he misses. A little bit too high for Chaim Simon. Needs to get that ball on net, make the Kushner goalie save the ball. Right, we have to remember, even though a lot of these players really put in a lot of practice, we're still not in the NHL. So sometimes just getting a ball on net, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's one thing in this league. You just got to keep taking shots, and it's going to eventually outweigh, and you're going to score. Just got to keep shooting.
I know we don't usually do shout-outs on this stream, but I would like to give a shout-out to my wife. I just came back from Memphis for like 5 days. After coming back from Memphis, being here tonight, I'll be back for the MTA Varsity basketball game tomorrow night against Or Yisrael, another crucial game. And Sunday night, we're playing at TABC. As Kushner thought they had a goal. We're playing varsity basketball at TABC, 7:45 at night. Everyone should come out for that. So, I know we don't usually do this. Big shout-out to my wife who allows me to do this.
It's a big shout-out,
Kushner really thought they had the goal. MTA still down 1-0 as Bird clears it, and Kushner holds on to it. Lions Live this year really taking a step up, getting into the graphics. Whenever someone scores a goal, we show the picture, showing subs, showing a lot of what we can do here at Lions Live. Thank you to Kiva Parver, Sally Treff, Jake Hanyon, President and Vice President of Lions Live. Really, a lot of people have been reaching out to us saying how unbelievable our stream has been. As Chaim has the ball, tries to get shot, get on the front of the net. And Kushner stops it. So really, we're really taking this stream to another level. Jacob, can you speak a little bit about the goal of Lions Live, and especially being 11th period, where you see this going?
Lions Live, it's a great institution. Not institution. What's a good word for it? It's a great.
It's an organization. It's
organization.
A business.
Yeah,
you want to donate, you're more than welcome to donate.
Exactly. Donate to. We'll set up a link. We'll set up a donation link.
Yeah.
But
you can always pay the announcers.
Yeah, that's it'll motivate more announcers to come. But it happens to be what I see for Lions Live in the future. We want to keep improving whatever we can to the graphics, add more technical things into detail. That would be amazing. And yeah, we keep getting great comments from other schools with other streams, and especially some other schools may not have a good a stream. They want to use what we have, but what we have is something special. We take great pride in our live streaming, our broadcasting crew. Everyone does a great part. Whoever's running the camera, we got to give a shout to the guy running the camera, Mo Shalowi.
As Cleveland stops the ball, right? There's a lot of people involved. I don't think people realize sometimes how much goes into running this live stream. You have the tech, you have schlepping the tech, you have setting up the tech, you have running the tech. You have to going to the max is even a bigger schlep. But then you have to set up the tech. You have a cameraman who's literally risking his life, in the corner.
We got to get a glass cover there.
Yeah, someone was telling me today. Someone said it's probably dangerous. As we're talking about it, I think we jinxed it. He just got hit, the cameraman. I hope Loey's okay over there.
Hope he's okay.
I think yesterday I was watching the stream. I don't know if you were watching. I think the ball hit the camera on the head. So
I hope. When I checked it out, it seems to be fine, but I think that happened a few years ago. Our camera got damaged. I think it was from a soccer live stream. That's why last year we didn't live stream soccer, but the year before we did, even though nothing happened to it. But
what do you think? What do you think? Are we doing soccer this year?
I'm on the soccer team, so I hope we do. I hope we do. I'm gonna have a great say in that. So
how good's our soccer team gonna be this year?
Hopefully better than last year. But
okay.
I think as long as we get to play more together as a team and we work together and we really build up chemistry, I think we're gonna go a long way. Because we do have some talent. Hopefully some freshmen. Because it's a varsity team, so it's freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors. Hopefully we see some young talent from the freshmen that just came in.
For sure, MTA with the shot on net goes out of bounds. Face off in the MTA zone. Cleveland being a wall tonight. Besides for that early first play, maybe sometimes getting that nerves out.
Happens to be Cleveland was actually my goalie when we in middle school. Yeah.
A lot of Highland Park guys on this team.
Yeah.
Right. One of the benefits of MTA, which maybe makes it a little bit harder for these guys, is you have guys on this team all the way from West Hempstead and Queens, all the way to Highland Park, Teaneck, Bergenfield. Everyone's coming from different middle schools. We're not maybe some of these other schools that really have chemistry over so many years, the 6th, 7th, 8th grade coming into high school. Right, a lot of these guys have built chemistry over the 3 to 4 years of high school. We're really having guys that are really building chemistry for the first time in high school and not playing together for so many years.
That's obviously a lot harder. So I think that's good for the JV team because a lot of the JV team, majority of the freshmen, they've been playing on YCQ and they've been playing together. And I believe last year they were in the championship, but they did lose.
Judah Gomberg.
Yeah, Judah Gomberg.
Judah Gomberg, our coach, who we hired this year, first year, really trying to bring back the glory days of MTA. If you come to the Lions Den, and you're more than welcome to come anytime, you will see all the
banners.
The banners, yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry, you're probably taking English class. I don't take English class. But all the banners from all the 90s wins, right? The famous coach, Rabbi Meir Schiller, who was Rebbe here for many, many years. MTA was so dominant in those days. Winning, I just looking at one side alone, 1992, 1993, 1994, 1995. Championship after championship. And really, Judah Gomberg and really what we're trying to do here in MTA is bring back those days. Right? If you look at the other side, you see the 2010-2011 championship team. A lot of those guys are names that we recognize. A lot of people that as MTA is trying to get it out of the zone. A lot of those guys, which were Rabbi Sam Dratch, who actually was a Rebbe here a couple years ago. Were you here when he was here?
I was not here.
So he was here, I believe, 3 years ago. 3 years ago, he made Aliyah. And he came back as a Rebbe. MTA actually this year won the Hask hockey tournament. A lot of the alumni.
Yeah.
So there's a history of MTA being good at hockey and just putting it together.
And I was here for that. Those guys. There was a lot of guys on the Hask team that were seniors when I was a freshman.
Zevi Berg.
Zevi Berg, A.B. Rosenberg, I think Max Sandell.
Shot on goal as MTA saves it. Shot on the other side. Now we're just shooting long shots.
It's really important that we get closer up. Obviously, we want to get as many shots on target. On target, that's the key word. On target.
Azrael Avram in with Chaim Simon. Ball deflected off Shafee, offsides, Kushner. Kushner for sure does not like the sound of that as you hear some boos from the Kushner side. You know, there are some fans here that always cheer for Kushner. There are always some fans here that cheer for MTA. There's nobody here cheering for the refs.
Shout out to our refs. You know, we couldn't have the game without
Listen, I'm cheering for the refs. I'll be the guy for the refs. Right, there's some teams, both teams wearing blue. No one's here wearing black and white. I'm wearing actually black and white. Maybe I'm cheering for the refs.
I'm not wearing black and white, so
So
I'm wearing blue and
maybe
white.
I'm team refs. Maybe I'm team refs.
You still got a blue tie, so.
Yeah, no, listen, I have to still represent. Kushner running hard to the corner. Berg trying to fight it out. Berg clears it back into the other Kushner corner as Goller runs.
I don't know if you heard because, you know, you were obviously watching the game live, but
Yeah.
for us at home, when we were watching in Memphis, Lions Live did get a shout out by the Memphis announcers.
Okay, so I'm gonna, can I give you the backstory to that?
Oh, let's hear it.
So I'm gonna give you the backstory because maybe some of the guys didn't know this. So when I got there the first night, we pull up to the hotel, and we're obviously all the guys are hyping it up. We're not the 13th seed. We're better than the 13th seed, which they showed when they were in Memphis, beating Barron, beating Valley Torah by, I don't want to say because in the words of Ephraim Avramov, it's lush and hard to say how much we beat them by, but playing in the championship, Tier 2 championship game, ending up with the 10th place in the tournament. So we moved up 3, came with a nice big trophy. The first night, they were talking about how great Max Live was and how great of a stream it was, and I was saying, Max Live? I said, you have to look at Lions Live. You guys don't even know. I said, Max Live is a bunch of college kids that are really experts and good at this. I said, you have to see what these high school kids are doing. You don't understand how impressive this stream is. I said, the graphics, the audio, everything. It's high school kids, 9th through 12th graders running this. And they actually, that night, I was showing them what we were doing, and they were so crazy impressed that they said they're going to start hopefully tuning into some of their games. The Memphis community, I don't know if Memphis is listening right now, but if they are, shout out to the Memphis community.
Very big shout out. Shout out to the whole Memphis community and anyone else tuning in to watch our great live stream. It's going to be sad to see Akiva Parver graduate. Obviously, you know, congratulations, he's going to be graduating, but, you know, the time and dedication he really put into Lions Live ever since he was a freshman.
Yeah.
All these 4 years, yeah.
But I will say this about Akiva Parver. Akiva Parver might graduate, but he's not graduating from Lions Live. He's one of those guys that will always be involved as Cleveland saves it. Right, there are certain individuals, as 5:36 left in the period, there's certain guys that just, they will always be involved, the dedication that they have. So Akiva Parver, even though you're graduating, I know you will always be there for Lions Live.
You know, yeah, he practically runs a school. He helps a lot with other things, a lot of things that need operating, and not just Lions Live. But yeah,
he's probably hating us talking about him right now.
Yeah, we shouldn't, but we just want to show our appreciation for
sure. Scams gets him forward, gets him middle.
Shot
with the shot. Shot by Sheffy. Kopsik tries to hit it in. Rosenfeld with the save. Rosenfeld's been a really, really solid, stable goalie, saving everything coming his way. See, it's always interesting when you're a goalie because you're wearing pads. Do you wear shorts or do you wear pants? I would personally wear pants. I would think
too.
The back of the straps would be like a little uncomfortable. Kushner's goalie decided to go with the shorts.
Is he even wearing hockey shorts or no? Just
I have no idea.
I think he is.
But it's for sure.
Just gets uncomfortable, you know, with the straps and everything.
Oh, for sure. Cleveland's going with the pants, so it's just interesting to note. I don't know. I would probably be uncomfortable in shorts.
I would definitely be too.
Our coaches,
even just if you're a regular player, and I know in like Camp David, where they wear shorts, you know, it's the summer, but if you fall, you know, you slip, you have that little extra protection when you're sliding or you fall into the ground.
Oh, for sure. As the MTA side is getting hyped up, our coaches, first-year coaches, Yitzi Kopstick and Jakey Friedman. Jakey Friedman, legendary goalie for DRS. I think he went 4 for 4 in championships when he was in DRS as the starting goalie. And he also got married last week.
Mazel tov.
And he's still at the game. I think he was at the game yesterday. He was still in Shevabrachel. So that's dedication.
Yeah, so I'm Sephardi and I'm Persian. So, yeah, Shevabrachos, you know, it takes a little while. You know, it lasts even after. It's like
As
weeks,
Gams with
3
the
weeks
shot.
in.
Blocked by Orbach.
So I don't even know how he's able to make that, but
In the corner. Cantor with the ball coming up. Shot on net. Misses Gams. Fighting for the ball with Orbach. Kra. Kantorowicz keeps it in the zone. As Cleveland gets it out 4:23. As Kushner, we didn't even notice, Kushner still has a penalty. Talking so much about so many things. Akiva Parver, thanks for the compliment. You're welcome, Akiva Parver. As Cleveland with the catch. Put that guy in outfield. He can catch anything.
he does play baseball too.
Really?
Yeah.
Baseball tryouts this week, Thursday night. Be there or don't be on the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes if you don't show up to tryouts. I think Mark Rosenstock, who's on the hockey team, I think he's been asking me at least every day, maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours a day, hey, what are baseball tryouts? And I said to him, Mark, I'm going to give you a piece of advice. You get one ask every 48 hours about baseball tryouts. So I can only speak for myself. I'm happy baseball tryouts are finally happening, so Mark will be fine and happy. Mr. Sabo got a lot of shouts yesterday.
Mr. Sabo always
The
taking
expert
pictures.
cameraman of MTA Lions. Every game.
Yeah, a lot of guys' WhatsApp profile pictures are a lot of pictures of Mr. Sabo, you know, getting the nice shots of them shooting, scoring.
Berg lost the ball. Kushner has it in the zone. 5 seconds left on the power play. Kushner back to full strength as MTA gets in the zone. Cam's running for it. Kopstick running for it. Kantorowicz keeps it in the zone. Kushner has the ball. Shot on net. Cleveland with the save. Kantor with the ball. Tries to clear it. And Kushner keeps it in the zone. Orbach with the shot as MTA finally is able to clear it. And it goes out of bounds. Face off in the middle of the court.
Again, also, when we say we need to be more aggressive, it's not just going after the ball. It's going after when you're fighting for that ball. And I want to say Moshe Kra is doing a great job at doing that. We want to see the other guys also really fighting for that ball, using their body to win that ball over.
Gabriel Galler's taking the face off. Kushner with it. MTA trying to keep it in the zone. Galler running after it into the corner. Kra has the ball. Kra's going to clear it. Shot on net. Offline. Kushner's goalie covers it. And we got another face off. I'll be honest. I love watching hockey. Face off after face off, sometimes it gets a little annoying.
Yeah, it's too many stoppages.
I think the only place I've been that's better for hockey than the Lions Den is the Montreal Canadiens Stadium. Montreal Canadiens is number one, and the number two is for sure the Lions Den. There's nothing like a game in the Lions Den. As Kushner shot on net, goal Kushner. Second goal for Kushner, 2-0 Kushner. It's a tough one for MTA. As you hear the Kushner fans, very excited.
And also, what you're saying about the courts, you know, there's no game like in the Lions Den. When other teams play against SAR, where they have that rink, even Kushner also has that rink. It's really hard to play the ball around because it rolls around the rink, and that's something that home court advantage really comes into play for these two teams.
Yeah, so one of the things that we have here at the Lions Den, which we use to our benefit, is you can't really see this on the stream so much, but on either side of the boards, where in front of where we're sitting, they're very low. And sometimes, if you need a break, easy drop off into the boards, get a face off, get a switch of lines. MTA is known for that. We actually have used it for our advantage. SAR, the JV, when they played SAR this year, they actually struggled a lot with the fact that it was a rink. Right, you have a lot of different types of courts that we play on, right? You go to Frisch. Frisch is a massive.
Massive.
You go to TBC, it's a little bit smaller than Frisch, but still massive compared to us as Chaim Simon gets the shot still in play. Chaim Simon fighting for it. Gets it out to Kantowitz. Kantowitz tries to get it on net. Misses as Kushner clears it. As more and more fans are coming into Lions Den for this exciting Kushner MTA game. Chaim Simon shot on net, misses, goes wide. Avram tries to get it. Chaim Simon fighting for the ball. F0 Avram fighting for the ball. MTA putting in a lot of effort right now.
One thing Kushner has, their aggressiveness is top tier. It still comes to show. I probably played against some of these guys when I was, I don't know, yeah, when I was in middle school. I did play against Kushner middle school, and they're a very aggressive team. And I guess it's still the case.
No, for sure. And this is a very, very crucial game, as we mentioned. In the Yeshiva League, as this is going to be a crucial game as it comes down to the end for the playoff seeding. Right, this is a game that MTA knew coming into it as Bergman shot on goal. That was going to be crucial for that race.
And it's a game they can still win, and they need and really need to win.
For sure, 1:26 left in the second period. You still have a whole period. 12 minutes is a long time, as we saw yesterday. They were scoring goal after goal, so it doesn't take so long to score a goal. You just got to get going. Sometimes you get mentally stuck and not able to move as Kushner shot on net. Cleveland misses it. And you see a little bit of a scuffle between Kushner and MTA. Waiting to see what happens. Face off in the MTA zone. As we have an EMT here, always making sure our players are safe.
Is that at every school, or MTA just, I know they always have one.
So it's a Yeshiva League rule that you need to have an EMT at every game. And you also need an administrator at every game, or at least a teacher. And this year we decided to allow that every single teacher should sign up for a game. So tonight we have Mr. Strago here, one of the favorite history teachers in our yeshiva. So really a lot of individuals that are coming to support the Lions in multiple ways, whether it be medical, whether it be emotional.
And more people just came in from the basketball team. I guess their practice finished.
Yeah, so basketball actually usually they practice Monday nights. They decided to take off, give the guys a break after a bunch of days in Memphis, and they decided to practice tonight. They have a game tomorrow night. I believe it is at 6:15, 7:30. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'll check it up. But they have a game tomorrow against Or Yisrael. MTA basketball, underrated, is undefeated in the Yeshiva League so far. 2 wins against both Kushner, who they're playing tonight, and JC. So MTA basketball right now, top of the standings in the Yeshiva League basketball. As I am checking up what time the game is tomorrow for you to tune in on Lions Live. The game is at 6:15.
6:15.
A little bit earlier. As Orbach with the shot on net and Cleveland with the save.
Unfortunately, your favorite Lions Live guy is not going to be able to be there tomorrow. You know.
Who's my favorite guy?
Me, obviously.
Oh.
I'm saying everybody in general. You know?
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know, getting back to Edison on Wednesday night is hard. Not on dorm. A lot of Edison guys do.
One of the benefits of coming to MTA is the opportunity to dorm. I think we have over 70 dormers.
And from places out of the country, Canada, even Israel. We have 2 kids in my grade that are from Israel.
For sure. When I was here 2 years ago, I taught a kid, I believe he was from Belgium.
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 I don't remember.
Shimmy
No,
Herbs.
Yeah, Shimmy Herbs. I played
Shimmy
soccer
Herbs.
with him on the
He
team.
was on the soccer team.
He was on
Very
the
good,
soccer team.
very good soccer player.
Very great player. We miss him. Yeah.
Shimmy
he
Herbs,
was-
if
he
you're
was
listening,
from
reach out to me.
Austria.
Austria. Shimmy Herbs, if you're listening, text me. Let me know what you're up to. But for sure, we have people from all over.
Five seconds left in the period.
4, 3, 2. They're going to add 1 second onto the clock as they figure it out. Right now, there's 59. They're moving it down. They're moving it down. End of the second period. Kushner, consistent, scoring a goal each period. 2-0 Kushner. As that happens to be very loud. MTA needs to come back into the third period with an intensity and an aggressiveness to really, really come out strong, to keep this game close, really get back in this game. We will be back in 4 minutes and 24 seconds for the third period. MTA coming back out into for the third period. Kushner up 2-0. Both goalies have been very solid as MTA really needs to make a big, strong push in this third period. We need to see some of the key players, Chaim Simon, Isaac Kantowitz, really make a play here as Mr. Srego comes out, making some noise.
I just got word from Akiva Parver. I don't know if you said it already, but he said the pictures when they score a goal, Nathan Berg set that up. So we want to give a shout out to hockey player. Is he a captain?
He is an alternate captain.
Alternate captain.
So a lot of it's interesting, and I give a lot of credit to a lot of guys playing sports. A lot of them have been super involved in the stream this year, not just being the athletes that the stream is taking the action of, but also being involved. J.K. Abanaim really helping with the starting lineup.
Yeah, he also helped out for the basketball team.
All right, Sally Charoff, brother of Josh Schraft, really helping out also with the stream. So you have a lot of different individuals involved in really trying to make the stream big time. And some of them are even the athletes themselves. So it's really going to be something great as more and more people get involved. Kiva was just telling me this week alone, people are reaching out to him trying to get involved. So more and more, as they say, more the merrier, no?
It is the saying.
We have Azriel Avram, Chaim Simon, Natan Berg, and Moshe Kra to start off the period. And for Kushner, with Katz, Orbach, Rosenfeld, the goalie, Tarzik, and I can't read the last one. I think it might say Rosenberg, but I can't tell. MTA coming out with early intensity. As Orbach with another goal. 3-0 MTA. 3-0 Kushner. MTA down 3 goals. Really need to make a move soon if you want to keep this game close.
We still have a lot of time.
A lot of time. 11:37. That, you know what? Game's never over until the last buzzer sounds. As Kushner's goalie grabs the ball. Face off. Front of the Kushner goal. Shuakovsky got the face off. Wins the face off. Orbach with the ball and the shot and another goal. 4-0 Kushner. Orbach with the hat trick, taking over this game. This is not how MTA wanted to start the period. 2 goals in less than a minute.
It's not a good tone setting for them.
No. Especially a period where you really needed to start off doing something. There's another shot on net. Cleveland with the save. Didn't get it out yet.
Another save by Cleveland.
Yeah, you have to sometimes ask your question. Cleveland can only save so many goals, right? Kushner's getting a lot of really good shots on that, and at some point your goalie can only do so much. So this MTA defense, this MTA offense really needs to help him.
And to step up.
Right, we
give him some room to breathe, you know.
If you were at a game earlier in the season, at the first game, you saw this also, which is just the defense got a little tired, struggled a little bit. So
yeah, definitely the defense. Obviously, you want to have your key players out there.
Yeah.
But you got to get them shifts in. You got to get them rests because it's a lot of running back and forth.
For
And
sure,
I
as
think
there's
that's a tripping or hooking penalty right
going
there
to be a penalty
on MTA.
as Chaim Simon shows frustration.
That was minor or major? I didn't see that.
Moshe Kra with the penalty.
Was it Kra or Simon?
Kra with the penalty. Simon was just upset, but Moshe Kra got the penalty. You know, not only do the cameraman have to go up on the windowsill, but so too the penalty boxes on the windowsill. Nothing like the lines then.
You get to really experience what we have in MTA.
Yeah.
So it's also, it gives you a good rest. You have AC units up on every windowsill, so it's going to cool you down. Gives you a good break
Sure.
if you get a penalty.
Sure, maybe it's not such a penalty. Go to the penalty box.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to go to the penalty box.
You know,
Get a little bit of break, get some AC.
Yeah, next thing, there's going to be full mini fridge there, you know, like those ones in the hotel.
As I believe MTA called a timeout. Really trying to, Coach Yitzi Kopstick, really trying to rally the troops, get them together, get a plan going.
MTA Lions Live on YouTube.
A lot of the Kushner fans asking about our stream. Shocked that they don't know how famous this stream is. Probably the top stream in the Yeshiva League.
For sure. Really is. A lot of schools, I don't know why they're starting to do it. Maybe it's because they can't get kids to do it, but they're having AI cameras, and it really misses some of the goals some of the times.
Yeah, so when I came late to the Frisch game, I remember, and Frisch had one of those cameras, which is very, very cool. Right, the benefit of it is you don't need to have someone show up. So no matter, and they don't usually have an announcer, so it really just runs itself. You can just have someone from home turn it on. I think there's nothing like a cameraman, a live cameraman that's catching the action, even with the mistakes. There's nothing like it as there's 10:25 left in the period. 4-0 Kushner. MTA really needs to get it going right now. Got a spark. See who really steps up for MTA to get it going.
You know, we always expect one of our seniors to step up and really start to get it going, but also these younger guys need to know that they're the same. They're on the same team, and they're the same. Need to play with the same level of intensity, and play the same way. And they can be one of those people that steps it up too and sets the tone.
For sure, as you see on the court right now, Shua Kopstick, 11th grader, Isaac Kantowitz, a 12th grader, Natan Berger, 12th grader, and Moshe Crown, the penalty box, an 11th grader. So and Cleveland, an 11th grader. So you really have a mix on this team of a bunch of 11th, 12th graders. Hopefully MT is not just going to be a good team this year. We're also going to have some quality next year, really make a run this year and next year.
Hashem, I hope so.
Mirta Hashem is to see a Yeshiva League championship to Hirabi Amenu.
Amen, amen. In Yerushalayim.
In Yerushalayim. In the Lions Den.
In the Lions.
We only play in the Lions Den. Listen, the Lions Den is a Makum Kedusha, has holiness attached to it. Rabbi Schiller was here wearing his Strimel and Bekasha. As Cleveland gets up, saves the ball. Gams coming in for Kopstick. Orbach jumps over the defender. As Berg tries to clear it, keep it in. Kushner with the shot. Gams gets to it, passes it back with the shot. Kushner tries to keep it down. Nine minutes left in the third period. 4-0 Kushner. Titleman and Simon coming to the game with Noah Silverberg. Trying and provide a spark for this MTA team late into the period. As Craw out of the penalty box, tries to get it, misses it. Kushner gets it middle. Nobody there. Chaim Simon with the slide in front of the goal. He makes him hold it.
I think Craw coming back in, he's one of the most aggressive players on this team. And not only going after the ball, but just using your body as a key part and when you get into situations where you have to fight for it.
Yeah, Mush Craw has no fear for anything. Shot on that. Nothing there. No Silverberg with it. Sit into the Kushner zone. Kushner shot on that. Clavin with the save. 8:27 left in the period. Reminder, we have a game tomorrow night. There's a JV hockey game at Frisch. There's a varsity basketball game tomorrow in the Max against Oristrel. The undefeated varsity basketball game, 2-0, just coming back from Memphis. Runners up in the Tier 2. So a lot of exciting MTA sports this week.
Got a packed schedule. Tune into Lions Live. We'll be calling the basketball game tomorrow, even though there is a JV hockey game, but it's a varsity basketball game. So
is the JV hockey game here or is it away?
It's here.
Oh, wow, double. Home and home. As Krog holds in the zone. Tries to pass it out, is doubled, couldn't get it out. Kushner's hounding him right now. Kushner gets it back into the zone. No Silverberg runs after it. No Silverberg clears it off of Chaim Simon. Kushner gets it back into the zone. We have an offside on Kushner. Crowd tried to keep it in his zone, missed it. As Crowd gets it over to Simon. Simon can't hold on to it, gets it in.
Oh, wow.
That was an incredible save. Incredible save by the Kushner goalie. Chaim Simon visibly frustrated. Thought that was a goal. Sometimes it's not just the shot's so good, but the goalie's just better on the play. Sometimes you can't do anything, and you just have to give credit to the goalie who just made an unbelievable, incredibly save. You see that on Sports Center Top 10 next week.
Should have that. We're gonna Lines Live. Hopefully, we're gonna start having highlights. We're gonna post those.
Really
That's
cool.
something I want to get happening.
Really cool. Mr. Striegel walks in with a baby. Whose baby is that?
I don't know. It's his grandson.
His grandson? Mr. Striegel walking into the game with his grandson.
New MTA mascot here. There's still more than half a period to go, so we get just even one goal that sets some momentum and would lower the gap. It'd be great for MTA. So anything can happen. A power play could happen. You score to get a power play, and then score again, and just build up that momentum. And we could win this game still. Still enough time. I don't know if I did, but I want to thank Avram Sef for doing the scoreboard and Moshe Lowy for doing camera tonight.
As there's 7:06 left in the game. Hearing some shots for Bobby Siegel. They want Bobby Siegel in the game. Let's see if he gets in the game. What's the opposite of a shout out? A not shout out?
Not shout out.
I'm
A
gonna give
diss
it-
shout out.
I don't know, but I'm going to give that to Noki Book and Gavi Samuels, who were
Oh.
supposed to call the game tonight and didn't show up. We'll have to see what their punishment is. But
I
for
don't know,
sure,
because you know they wanted to announce more games or a different game. I
Yeah,
don't know if I
listen,
can let them do that now.
no, listen, at the end of the day, one of the things with Lions Live is the more effort you put in and the more you show up for us, the better. So,
That's very true. For
Kushner's-
any freshmen or sophomores watching, or even juniors, you just put in. You want to announce.
or even
we'll get
potential
it.
transfers. If you want to
Yeah.
be at Golden Lions Live, come to MTA.
Yeah.
Corral with the full court shot.
Beautiful shot.
Cross so good at that. Copstick with the soft shot. Easy save for Kushner. Kushner with the shot. One thing we noticed from this MTA team this year is that sometimes we just get the scoring going and can't lose. We did it against Flatbush. We did it yesterday against Mag and David. And some days we just struggle, just like against Frisch and now against Kushner. Sometimes it's just, we can't get it going early and it becomes too hard.
Exactly. That's why I keep saying, one goal, even just one goal, sets the tone.
Yeah, and sometimes
whole
it just
game.
breaks the ice.
It really
right?
does.
Once you get one, sometimes it's much easier to get more. So
You want
you have
more.
to ask yourself, how much has Kushner's goalie played a role into saving a lot of these balls? But maybe how much does Stuart Ratzker, if he was here, would help.
Definitely help.
6 minutes left in the period.
Do the goalies not switch? Usually switch at 6.
Yeah, they usually switch. I don't know. Maybe they might do it the next one.
Again, we see Titleman really wanting that, going after the ball.
Prime Simon down the net. Hit by Titleman. Let's roll over in front of the net. Kushner clears it. Berg gets to the other side. Titleman into the Kushner zone. As MT clears it. And now, as you said, Jacob, the goalies are switching. Cleveland coming to our side, and Rosenfeld going to the other. 5:23 left in the game. 4-0 Kushner. Nochibuk. Nochibuk with the text. Don't Carr. C-A-R-R. I don't know if you're talking about Derek Carr, the quarterback of the New Orleans Saints, or David Carr, who was the first overall pick of the Houston Texans and wasn't good. But I don't know what don't Carr means. If you could clarify, that would really be great. Don't Carr. Or is that something, is that how people speak nowadays? They don't say don't
maybe.
care, and they say don't Carr? I don't know.
Possible.
Nochibuk and me had a really great time in Memphis. Enjoyed the community.
Memphis is a great place. Great place. You check out Ricky's, you know.
Ricky's, how
Yeah.
you holding in Ricky's?
I know the Cahanes, so
Really? So Ricky's, so I didn't know this. Throughout the tournament, they were giving a lot of Ricky's, and I was confused. Why are they giving so much Ricky's? Then I learned Josh Kahane, who runs the tournament, it's his mother-in-law.
his mother-in-law. Yeah.
Mother-in-law gives his mother-in-law business. It's a good son-in-law. If you're in Memphis, stop by Ricky's.
You really should, yeah.
This is
The cookie sticks.
and Ricky's. If you want to sponsor this stream, if you want to give us an ad, we're more than welcome to take. We're open to ads right now.
Really should get that going. We had that before. I think we had Como sponsor a few games.
Really?
Baseball games, I
so
remember that.
If you had to name your favorite restaurant in the Heights, You have. I give you however much money you want. You can go to any restaurant. Where are you going?
It's a tough question. Tough question. No.
I don't think it's so tough, but I'll wait for your answer.
I mean, Burgers and Grill, you have a lot of variety. So you could get like the whole menu. They have everything. However, maybe on top of it,
Wrong answer.
I don't think it's not Burgers and Grill though.
No.
It's not.
Can I give you the correct answer that you didn't?
Let me hear your answer. Let me hear.
So I will say nothing like Benji from Golan. And Benji got married, moved to I think France or Israel. Who knows where he moved? And there's new owners. But eating a shawarma lafra from Golan, you're being yotze the mitzvah of eating the korban Pesach on Pesach in Yerushalayim by the Beis Hamikdash. Now, even though I might have smicha, that don't take that as a halachic ramification and don't take it as halachic truth, but I'm telling you, that's what the korban Pesach tasted like.
If you ever want, the falafel crunch also has great shawarma.
Rabbi Bortz is a big fan of falafel crunch.
I
Good
am
catch.
too. I have it.
Good catch by the Kushner side.
Falafel crunch, formerly known as Bagel Bar.
Yeah, so that place has been switching a lot, but Rabbi Bortz is a massive falafel crunch. I got there once. It was good. It was very, very good. New restaurant. I hope it lasts. But Rabbi Bortz loves the rice bowl.
Yeah, the rice bowl.
You're a rice bowl fan?
Well, I'm Persian, so I eat a lot of rice.
Yeah.
And
what's it called? Tadig.
Tadig, yeah. Tadig.
Nothing like
Farme
tadig.
sabzi, everything.
Yeah. Oh. I remember when I was in middle school, my best friend was a Persian.
What's his name? Maybe I'm secretly related to him.
Eitan Hariri. Do you know Eitan Hariri?
It sounds familiar.
You probably will never ever know that he's on this stream. But Eitan Hariri from Baltimore. That's Cleveland with the save.
Beautiful butterfly save.
So I would go to his house for Shabbos, and I would experience the full entire Persian cuisine. I think I would come home a lot of times being like an elementary school, middle school kid and not really eating because I'd be like, I'm hardcore Ashkenazi. I need my potato kugel and cholent like.
It was like my sister's. It goes into a lot of preparation to the cooking. My sister Sheva Bruch, we had at my aunt's house in Queens, and she brought just a whole Persian army just to prepare everything.
Wow. But you guys do the difference is you guys do salmon, we do gefilte fish.
Yeah.
And I apologize, but you guys do it wrong. You gotta have your gefilte fish. You gotta have your chicken soup with the matzo ball.
No, we have gondi, right? So it's a chicken meatball, right? So it's like our matzo ball.
Nah, you're doing it wrong. We'll have to do a fight one day. Svardim versus Ashkenazim.
Cooking club. Hopefully we get that started. I hope so.
Maybe we might have to do a Master Chef. Chef, Ashkenazim versus Svardim.
Color war. I don't know if we're gonna have that this year.
Ooh, I don't know. That's not my department. But gotta have your chicken soup. Gotta have your shami kogel, your sweet noodle kogel if you're a little Hungarian. Gotta have potato kogel if you're a little Hasidic. You gotta have your overnight kogel, your overnight. You gotta have overnight.
That's one thing Golan has here. On Thursday nights, chilling in Kogel.
Yeah. Get some good yabchik. Go to Muncie, go to Nussie's, go to Mechel's. And if you're there late enough, you can stop by the Ribnitzer Rebbe. Stop by the Kever. And after, if you're there late enough, then you might stop by the 7-Eleven and get a Slurpee.
Yeah, I think even the kosher 7-Eleven there has cholent, I think, also.
Yeah. That's Krog. Orbach has just been ripping through this MTA defense tonight. As Krog makes a move, gets it to Simon. Simon loses it. Titleman has it. Hits it off the backboard. So most schools have a gym that you're able to play both hockey and basketball with. The Lions then you could only play hockey in. Why? The roof is literally barely taller than me. So even though the basketball
roof is the height of the hoop.
Yeah. Even though the basketball team really practices here one night a week, they're not really a fan of it. As Kushner was the shot, Cleveland with the save. But one of the benefits is you come to MTA for all you 8th graders listening. You get the opportunity to play in an NCAA basketball gym, right where the YU Max play. Not only is it the home of the YU Max, it's the home of the MTA Lions.
MTA Lions and the Sarachek tournament later in March, I believe.
It's in March. We are the hosts of Sarachek. I've been getting a lot of. I've been listening to the stream recently, and I've been hearing a lot of people talk about the rebrand, the New Jerseys, the rebrand. So, I'll be honest. I don't respond. I will reveal the take off the mask and reveal that I am one of the heads of the rebrand. And I cannot really speak for positive or negative because I only see the positive. But well, Jacob, what have you been hearing in Yeshiva about the rebrand?
I've been hearing great things about it. I heard about it I was watching a Memphis game. They were also talking about the jerseys. They're nice jerseys.
Yeah.
We try to show our colors, right? So it really brings it out, the white and the new black.
For sure.
It's great.
So when I was there in Memphis, I was sitting in the hotel in the Hampton Inn on Poplar Avenue, 5320 Poplar Avenue, and we were sitting there, and I was sitting there with a bunch of the EULA kids, and obviously, like, L.A., New York, there's always a little tension, but these EULA kids dress very cool, and I heard them say, they didn't know I was MTA, and they said that MTA has the coolest jerseys at this tournament. So for those that maybe have some negative comments about the rebrand, just know that EULA loves it. So if you don't love it, EULA loves it. So we're good for that. But right now we're wearing our home whites, way we wear our blacks.
And this is the first no, this is not the
This is the second. This is the second varsity home game. No chibuk. Maybe if I was announcing, we would maybe have scored even one goal. No chibuk with the negativity doesn't help us score goals. Nochi, come on, you're better than that. Maybe if you were here, Nochi, cheering on your team,
maybe that would help.
Leading them, maybe that would really help. Nochi showed up actually to the first game, so working on getting the fans to the game.
I plan on going to the away games too. You know, gotta show support.
Sunday night, 7:45, I believe, at TBC. Varsity basketball, MTA versus TBC. Varsity got to see a bunch of matchups.
I would like to go to that
Memphis.
game. I just gotta find a way to get there, go home.
For sure, it's gonna be a really good game. It's a game that, for sure, MTA is hoping to really compete in, and really they think they could win it going into the game. So I don't know if TBC is ready for us. In the words of Josh Trueff and Jakey Abanayim, we coming. The words of famous Deion Sanders, primetime, Deion primetime Sanders. As right now, Orbach is just playing with MTA defense. Usually you would think someone that's so tall and big would struggle with stick handling, but Orbach's just been really good. 1:17 left in the period, left in the game, 4-0.
Kushner. My mom was getting a little annoyed before that we were talking too much about, the food, the Persian food. But, it's necessary.
100%. You need, listen, there's no such thing as a good Jews talking unless we bring up food.
I don't know if we'd be Jewish then if we weren't talking about that.
Yeah, for sure. Kushner gets it to the middle. Around the game, keeps it in. .55 seconds left in the game. At this point, even though we play till the final buzzer, I think it's somewhat easy to say that this might be a game
that Kushner takes. It was an important game for MTA. Obviously, it's upsetting to see the score to turn out this way. But it would have really helped them set up their momentum going forward into the games against the bigger teams. But it is what it is, and you just got to play harder against.
For sure, MTA next game is a week from now, Tuesday, November 26th at 8 p.m. against Hillel. Hillel has a long drive all the way from Deal, New Jersey to come here to Washington Heights. After that, they're playing Or Yisrael on a Thursday, and then they have a tough 3-game stretch. 2 against TBC and 1 against SAR.
Packed schedule. And that is a double penalty, I believe, for Kushner and MTA. Just a little bit of tripping.
So it's kind of funny, the penalty box in...
It's the same box.
Like usually a double penalty when both people are fighting with each other, you'd want them separate from each other. But here we're actually putting them together. It's kind of a little funny.
I guess one thing we try to do at MTA is build achdus. So I guess that's gonna help them build Achtas.
For sure. 33 seconds left in this game. They're sitting really right next to each other. What do you think they're talking about?
I don't know, maybe like, how's your day? You know, how's Kushner? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
what do you have for lunch? What do you have for
Yeah.
breakfast?
you know, you should come to MTA.
Yeah, maybe. Listen,
Place.
we always are accepting students. Sorry, tell me them.
Meet him.
Tell me them. We don't say students here. Tell me them. As Kushner gets it right in the middle. Ooh, with the sidestep, with the hezzy. See, even with there's 18 seconds left, you'd like to see this MTA team score a goal and really
Just give something to the fans, you know?
give something positive. 9 seconds left as they get in the front. Kushner cuts it away. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we got a game. Kushner wins 4-0 in this crucial Yeshiva League game. Please come back tomorrow night for the varsity basketball game against Or Yisrael at 6:15. Looking forward. Rabbi Sunshine signing off with Jacob Haney, and everyone should have
Have a wonderful night.
a great night.